Okay, I think we live. I want to do some LeetCode before sleep. So today I will do some mediums problem. The first problem name is a word break. So they will given string s and a dictionary of strings word dic, and we return true if s can be segmented into separated sequence of one or more dictionary words. Sample: the input we got as is LeetCode, and the word dic is lead and code, so is returned true because the LeetCode can be segmented as lead and code, right? In example 2, the s is apple, pineapple, and the word dic is apple pen, so it's not so true because the apple pineapple can be segmented as apple, pen, and apple. The last example is a s is cat, sand, dog. The word dic is cat, dog, sand, and cat. It's false because we cannot make segmented of this word dic from the s. Okay, so first I think we can maybe using like dynamic programming, but first I would like to make a set of these word dic to faster when we look up for this word. So word set of word dic, and it will be, we will use for time complexity constant, faster than this, but the space we also use big O, let's say m, because we create a set. And then we will use dynamic programming. I said name as TP, and then we set all of the this list as a false for the length is multiplied by the length of this s plus 1, and here we create we use some s, so it's best, let's see another because it's different with the set, so it's O n, it's the n, and then because one character can be segmented, so I believe we can do set the index 0 as a true. Now we want to iterate for all of the s based on the rank, right? Then we want to make a substring, which is we need to have two for loop. First loop for e in rank start from index 1, then s plus 1, and then second loop g in rank I say e or I, and then here we can tag, right? If this dp g is true, then we can also check another criteria, the substring, right? From the string from g to I, is in the word set. If yeah, then we set this I to true, since we found the segmented word, and break it, close from the for. And then last, we can just return the pp length s. If it's true, it means we iterate all of the string that the last index, the length s, is true. It means we check all of this dictionary is able to create based on from the s, right? Let's see. Okay, looks good for case 1, 2, 3. Then for the complexity in overall, for time complexity, we have two for loop here. First loop is big O n, right? And then the second loop, it will increase our complexity. Let's say it's become SON, right? So after, because we have two for loop nested, so this become square, right? So overall for the time complexity is big O n square, and for the space we define different variable set, and the dynamic programming based on the length of the s, right? So it be big O m plus n. Yeah. Submit. Okay. Next. We have merge interval. So given an array intervals where the intervals I equals start I and ni, merge all overlapping intervals and return an array of the non-overlapping interval that cover all the interval in the input. For example, we have this interval 1, 3, 2, 6, 8, 10, 5, 15, 18, and the input is 1, 6. Okay, because this 2, right, is overlap. If you see 1 to 3 and then 2 to 6, which means the second item is start from 2 is inside here, so it means it's overlap, so it's become 1, 6, and the rest is cannot overlap, so we just return it. Okay, so what we can do here, first I think we need to sort it, right, to make it easier when we compare the second with the first. Let's say we interval sort, we sort it first. So sort is already big O n log n, right? Sort. And then we have output as empty list. Then for iterate, right, for in range, we start from second index, I mean index number 1, 2, length of intervals, and then we extract the intervals, item in intervals, the first set, let's say x, y, y is from the intervals correct, right? Intervals I minus 1 and x2 y2 is from intervals I. So here we can check if you remember, right, this one, if overlap is mean this the second start is less than, or we also can use less than equal with the end of the first one. So x2 less than equal with y1, and then we can merge it. Output happen the x1 and y2. Else we just append it, right? Append it this current one, the x2 y2. Then we just return the output. Use one for loop. For complexity we use one for loop here, so this will be time complexity n, and also the sort is we are using log n, right? So the worst case overall for this time complexity is on, and the space we create the output, also we sort it. I think it's also space big on. Let's see. Oops. This should be list. Because we want to return the output list in a list like this. Takes time, but all cases is okay. Let's try to submit it. Wrong answer. What's wrong here? So we use interval. Oh, if only one, right? Only one have the best guess. So we just return it. This. That's correct, right? Oops. Okay. What's wrong? think it's not simply just something like this. Let's do the try run. Okay, we sort it. 1, 4, 5, 6. So start from here. We get 5, 6 here. 1, 4 here, 5, 6 here. Which is no, right? So append here. Oh, yeah, we skip. That's the problem, because we skip the first item. Okay, what if we change something like this? So first, we still sort it, but false. We sort with the using sorted and lambda for the key x, something like this. False and lambda x square x, like this, and then we have output. And then we start with read for interval. In intervals, if not output, is it empty, or the output -1. Yeah, we don't need to do that, just like this. And 1 is interval 0. Then output we can append this interval. Else, if not, we can do for this using max to find this value, compare with the interval 1, right? That's correct. And then return the output. Oops. And this output -1 interval. Oh. Parenthesis does not match. This one, interval. Ah, here. Let's see. Okay. Next, maybe the last. Sleepy. The longest consecutive sequence. So, given an unsorted array of integer nums, return the length of longest consecutive element sequence you must write it on big O n time. Okay, so for example we have these nums 104, 200, 1, 2, 3, 2. The longest is 4 because the longest consecutive element is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, okay. Okay, we can use set again here to make a set and also make it ordered. Nums, right? And we can define longest string. Start to iterate for all of the number in num set. So if we check first if the num is not in the num set, for example 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 is not in num, and then we can try to check if we can have increasing number from this one. I mean like this. So if num minus 1 not in num set, right? So it's not in num set. My day like this. Then we can set the current num as this num, and current string is to 1, right? And then we have another loop to check if we increase this number, we can get the next number in the nums. So like while current num plus 1 in num set, which means we found it. So this means we can increase this current num plus 1, right? Because we want to move to another number, and the current string also plus 1. After that we can check the longest string using max, right? The longest string with the current string. Okay, and then we just return the longest string with this one. We can get the longest string. For example, let's try run it from this one. If after we set, it will become ordered, right? So become 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 200. So if 1 minus 1 is 0, not in the num set, right? Then we enter this one, and then we set the current num to num, which is right now the num is 1, right? And then we check the current num plus 1, which is 2. Is 2 is the num set? Yes, we have 2. Then we increase 2 become 3, right? And then 3, the current num 3 is in the num set. Yes, we have, right? And then 4, we have 4. Yes, we have. And then 5 no. Then we close this while. So we already have current string increased to 4. So this one will be 4, right? 4. Let's run it first. Looks okay, but not sure for submission, right? For the complexity, num set here we big O constant 1, but in 4 we have big O n, right? So for the worst case time complexity is big O n, and the space also same, I guess, big O n, because we create this num set depend on how long this nums. Okay, let's see. Okay, not bad. Okay, just finish 3, so we continue. maybe continue tomorrow. Thank you everyone, if someone watching or not, I don't know.